to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside. Until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you play in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like runs and run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And This offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor of this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Branch. He's going to take off. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Corners are going to bail. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. The Bulldogs get enough for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Gators backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Burrows his way for a couple, but he's out to the 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Just keep slinging it. Grab behind the line. It's ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On the run, it's Frazier. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All by himself down the middle. He's at the touchdown Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Branch. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been
going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Connection to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Bell.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And the big fella, usually blocks and has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice. Reading the pass, and that's makes his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The definition of four-down territory has changed. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Sweet spin. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Jones. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fullback's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Working the big fella to the corner. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Flagway. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, I
I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Going up top again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Working that left side now. Wide open spaces. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 32 over Stanford. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off a defender. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And keep an eye on that clock. Just over a minute and a half to go. The play action fake. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Lagway. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Gators will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there in the back end. Quarterback outside the pocket. He's trying to find something down the field. Everybody is covered, though, and they force him to throw it away, now setting up 4th down late.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Buying some time as he moves left. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Immediately call timeout. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings